Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is HDTGeorge and this is the Hot TWAB for January the 12th, 2023. If you would, down below me here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is the first TWAB back after the holiday season, first TWAB of 2023, so let's jump right in. Grandmasters this season have been set at level 1620. New this season, you can interact with Grandmasters as low as level 1580, but you'll notice that is a 40 level disparity. You can level yourself to decrease this disparity all the way up to level 1595 and above, but anything above 1595 will be effectively scaled back down to 1595. That way you're always at least 25 levels below the content. That's what makes these Grandmasters. I definitely like seeing Bungie take these steps to sort of, reduce the amount of grind time it takes to get Grandmaster ready. It's been a while since I've done any real Grandmastering. I've gilded my Conqueror's title, and if there's a gun I need, or if I need mats, I'll go back in. But for the most part, it's not really where my gaming in Destiny lies right now. I'll also admit that I'm way over these caps, so in all honesty, I don't know how much it would affect it even if I were going in. I like the idea of making it more accessible to more players, and I'm interested to see how the community feels about it after they get their hands on it. Next up, we have Iron Banner. I took the Warlock in this last Iron Banner, saw that there was a really awesome shader, and thought, hey, why not? So I ground out all my pinnacles, noticed that the loot was a little lean, went back to the tower, talked to Saladin, and lo and behold, I had 4 levels of Iron Banner rep. It's a little too grindy for me, so I decided to find something else to do. I also had a suspicion that based on prior events that have gone like this, Bungie would probably do a little tweaking to the system, and they did. When Iron Banner returns for the second time this season on January 31st, we're going to be getting more rep at the end of the matches. You're going to be getting more rep for wearing Iron Banner gear. You're going to get half as much for your completed bounties, and we're probably going to get more for having an emblem. It says in here that overall the grind time should be reduced by about 40%. It'll still be a little bit of a grind this time since I didn't do much last time, but you know what? It's better than if I had sat there for the entire weekend and burned myself out on it. They also added that next season we're going to see Iron Banner 3 times, and they're also going to add an emblem into the track at Saladin, which makes a lot of sense because now that I think about it, how would a new person get an emblem? So, good changes overall, get your rep a little faster, maybe they'll loosen up the loot a little bit, we'll see what happens. Next up, mods. Bungie has unlocked all non-raid, non-seasonal mods. If you go and you look for them inside of your collection, be warned that they are not technically unlocked in there, but they are unlocked on your armor so that you can use it over there. And while this is good overall, I am going to say that I think this is probably about a year too late. Having this back when the population was better during Witch Queen, or before we started dropping the 3.0s, something like that, when there were more people around, I think would have been more beneficial. They also stated that they're going to be changing how our mods and armor and things work next season, so you're getting 7 weeks of something that should have been unlocked already. Hindsight, whatever. So if you didn't have all the mods and you were getting tired of waiting for Ada to finally get around 6 months later to giving you the mods that you needed, they are accessible now. Another really good change they're going to make this week is that they're lowering the focusing cost of ritual weapons at vendors. So if you've got a specific gun that you're looking for from Crucible or Gambit, Trials, or Iron Banner, the cost of focusing those engrams into those weapons is now going to be reduced. What you're going to be looking at is 25 from all of these vendors, 50 for an adept weapon from Trials. They're also cutting the Glimmer cost in half, down from 10,000 to 5,000. There is a Survivor's Epitaph God roll that I've been trying to get my hands on, but 50 was a little steep. Cutting this in half is going to be really, really good. Now, I don't know how many rolls I'm going to get on that. I am a little shard poor at the moment, but at least it's nice to have the price go down on something for once. And there's a joke in there about your mom. Next up, we have the section, Yes, You Can Pet the Dog. If you've been keeping up with your Operation Seraph Shield runs each week, by now you have met Archangel, the little doggo homie, down in the bottom behind the secret door in the Revision 0 quest. In this part, Bungie talks about realizing that they were going to have to give us a way to pet the robotic dog, and gave us a video showcasing exactly how they did that. This has been widely regarded as nightmare fuel across the entirety of the Destiny 2 community. I have to admit, when I watched it, it gave me Human Centipede vibes for some reason, but it's nice to see everybody on the same page about something at least. After that, we have a section about the Bungie store. In case you missed it last week, Redditor Undead Mudkips shared a story where he ordered his raid ring from Bungie, but was instead sent a box of non-alcoholic wine. Yum. In this section of the TWAB, Bungie talks about why it takes some of the made-to-order items so long to get to us, and they recognize that although they have not always hit the bar for customer service through the Bungie store, they're looking for ways to improve. You might call this renewed focus. After that, we have the player support report. First on their list, concerns about Stadia. In case you don't know, you will be unable to access your Destiny 2 account on Stadia after January 10th, and then Stadia itself will be shutting down on January 18th. Here they have a helpful link for setting up cross-save on your Stadia account, as well as a troubleshooting guide in case you run into any trouble. After that are the known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our #help forum. The Push the Objective Crucible bounty gains progress inconsistently between game modes. Players may be unable to crouch after acquiring the first scanner augment in the Operation Seraph Shield's exotic mission. This can be resolved by entering and exiting a menu or remapping the keys. Players who do not own Beyond Light are unable to reach the security drone above the ziggurat on Europa, preventing completion of the Seraph title. New Iron Banner armor does not count for progress toward the Gnora's Seal Triumph required for the Iron Banner title. High-minded complex gauntlets display floating pieces of the armor when equipped on a feminine character model. Kills using the Hierarchy of Needs exotic bow will display a submachine gun icon in the kill feed. We are investigating an increase in centipede error codes. I've been getting weaseled a lot lately. Players who were granted access to armor mods in yesterday's patch will not have them appear as unlocked in collections. They can still use them freely in their armor. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our Known Issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our #help forum. And then after that, we have the Artist Corner. First up, Movie of the Week, A Truly Lasting Impression. Movie of the Week, Ace, Episode 1, a fan-made Destiny series. Then we have the Artist of the Week. First up, Art of the Week, Good Boy Protocol, Activated. And then finally, Art of the Week, Same Hat, Same Hat. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hot TWAB for January the 12th, 2023. If you would, down below me here, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you'd like, you can follow me across all social media at HDTGeorge. And as always, remember, fight the status quo.